Spencer Lewis here for Inside Track TV. Getting ready for the Autumn Colors Classic wrap up, 19th annual Lucas Oil Autumn Colors Classic. Amazing weekend. JP and staff at Peterborough Speedway have done it again. Phenomenal weather, a packed campground, and there were no room in the pits for any more cars. It was absolutely incredible. Where to start? Limited Late Model Feature was the first big race to kick off the Sunday afternoon of features. Chris Mitchell picks up the win. Home track car, hometown boy, grew up at Peterborough Speedway. Actually began to tear up in victory lane when talking about his win. Just an absolutely incredible performance. Mitchell, who a year earlier at the Autumn Colors Classic tangled with Tom Walters in a late race last lap battle for the lead, and in a way many felt had a win, or at least a shot at a win, taken away from him due to the contact, was able to come back in 2011, make up for that disappointment, and really snatch that breakthrough victory. 15 car length lead at least at the finish line over Mosport regular Todd Delisle. Former Barrie Speedway track champion Alan English finishes third. Hats off to Todd Delisle, racing at Mosport Speedway. Tends to get overlooked quite a bit, and it's not fair, but unquestionably Todd Delisle proved that he is still one of the best limited late model pilots in the province, and hopefully we do see Todd Delisle out at more open shows in 2012. Hopefully he doesn't just stick to Mosport, because there's obviously an immense amount of talent there in that young man. Thundercar feature in the past has been a bit of a wreck fest. Not the case this year. A lot of technically sound racing. The upgrade Rick Walt gets a top 5 in his limited late model, the Chris Grant owned car out of Ottawa, slips into the Ray Shepherd owned car in the Thundercar division, goes 75 laps, then 50 laps, 4th place in the limited late model, wins the Thundercar feature, and I feel as though Autumn Colors is the type of event that can take a driver from relative obscurity and sort of elevate him to that next level, to that main event sort of status where folks will look at you like a threat to win every time out of the hauler. Rick Walt's been doing a great job for a long time, and I feel as though this win at Autumn Colors is really going to up him to that next level. And this is a kid that heading into 2012, at the end of 2011, he didn't even know if he was going to be racing past Autumn Colors. He didn't know if he had a ride for next season. They have no sponsorship at the moment, so it would be a crime if someone as good as Rick Walt doesn't have any sponsorship for 2012. Hopefully this win and that performance that he put on in the 50-lap Thundercar race will get him some people interested in becoming marketing partners with him. Matt Mulholland, the 2011 Sauble Speedway track champion, a very game second place. Randy Rusnell, 6-time Flamborough Speedway track champion, finishes in the 3rd position. After getting black flagged for a gas cap issue and sent to the back of the pack, he comes up through the 30-car field to finish 3rd. So Randy Rusnell, a fantastic performance. Even though he didn't get the victory lane, the podium finish on its own was pretty crazy. Pro late model event, caution laden, talent laden. A lot of guys that were very close to one another in skill and speed, maybe not using the amount of patience they should, not wanting to give the space on the track that they probably should. It resulted in a bit of a crazy race, but when we did get those long green flag runs, we saw the type of racing we were hoping to see. Dan McHattie and Brian Mercer put on a seesaw battle that captivated a lot of people. McHattie led, I believe, 101 of 111 laps. Just utter dominance, was brilliant on restarts, was great on short runs. When we had the longer green flag runs, nobody could get close to him. He just got into the corner so well, got off down the straightaway so nicely. Dan McHattie was in a league of his own. Brian Mercer ran second for over 2/3 of the race, had clutch problems that took him out of contendership at the end, but Brian Mercer, no doubt about it, another great Autumn Colors Classic performance. Unfortunately, the results sheet won't exactly back that up. Mark Watson out of Delaware finishes second, his best career finish in a late model. Of course, Mark, a former Autumn Colors Classic champion in an open wheel modified. Jesse Kennedy, the big game hunter, comes home in 3rd. Finally, Oscar Super Late Models. Glenn Watson was the story of the weekend, locks up his 4th straight Oscar championship just by showing up at the Autumn Colors Classic, and then celebrates in style, wins the feature, celebrates with the championship. The fact of the matter is that Glenn Watson, no doubt, is the best super late model pilot in Ontario. And until some of these guys get back running full time, if we can see Jeff Hanley put in a full year with the Tour, once Jesse Kennedy gets his whole program switched over to Oscar specs, if Rob Clark were to come back, I really believe that that's the only chance we're going to see someone take a legitimate shot at Glenn Watson and really knock him out of that top dog spot, because Glenn Watson has been so good for so long. Congrats to that whole number 22 team. That's your quick rundown from the Autumn Colors Classic. If you weren't there this year, you missed out, and you need to get your camping spots booked for next year. Contact JP at Peterborough Speedway. Huge shout outs to Lucas Oil for sponsoring the entire weekend. We were there all weekend. We got 20 interviews uploaded, ready to go for YouTube. Matt Mulholland, the second place finisher in the Thundercar race, is the first one up on Inside Track TV right now. There'll be more in the coming weeks. Make sure you favorite us on Inside Track TV on YouTube, because we're going to have a ton of interviews coming up in the coming weeks. We got the Oktoberfest preview. That's coming up a little bit later on. So there's your Autumn Colors Classic wrap-up. Inside Track TV, Spencer Lewis, thanks so much for being with us.